What's going on, guys? This is John the Wolf Ecom, and I have a special guest here with me, Thomas Murphy, or as we like to call him, T Murphy. You've probably seen him on the YouTubes, maybe floating around on Facebook as well, talking about TikTok, which a lot of people are starting to now, but he's one of the first guys on the scene. He's been using this platform well before all of the experts that are popping up left and right with new YouTube videos talking about the top 10 products you need to sell on TikTok today. So I've got someone that actually has real results. They're actually using the platform. I bought their course. I was part of the pre-sale. I absolutely loved it. So I reached out to him and I wanted to have him come on and put him in front of my audience, my people. So without further ado, I'm going to let him make his own intro now.
Yeah. Hey guys, first off, thank you, John, for having me, having your time. I really do appreciate it. It's good to, connect one-on-one here. But no, man, yeah, like you said, it's really a huge opportunity. Even if you haven't been on there or you're looking to get on TikTok, it's, amazing. It still is. I was in when it first opened up, probably around 12 to 14 months ago was when TikTok really started opening up and I started making videos on it. And there was nothing. There was nothing on YouTube, no information about it. And you might be asking how did you figure it out, right? And pretty much the only way figuring it out is through experience and spending your own money on the platform. So since, I first started posting on YouTube, I've spent over probably $400,000 on TikTok so far in ad spend. And that's just my ad spend. I've spent more on clients, but personally, that's what I've spent. And we continue to, make it better. But basically TikTok is, a huge opportunity. And, I'm looking forward to talk more about it on this call with you, John, and we'll get into it.
What led you to doing TikTok? Because I know actually, let's backtrack a little bit more. What got you interested in doing e-commerce, and how did it go first, and what were you doing?
Yeah, no, that's a good question, but it's actually crazy because before I started TikTok, I was almost pretty much going to give up on drop shipping. No joke. I was so sick of it, and not just drop shipping in general, just the media buying bans. I know how you, John, you literally, hone in on Facebook ad account bans and trying to get away with it and solve them. So it's kind of funny how we met and this is the conversation going. But yeah, I was about to give up. Every single ad account I opened up on Facebook banned. Even at one point on Shopify, I would open up a store. I think I had to either deal with my credit card or address or IP address. Something was wrong. I would open up a Shopify store and the next 2 or 3 days, it would get completely oh, your store is unavailable. I'm sure so many people have seen that, or if it even happened to you, I totally get it. But this happened for a while, and I even have a recording on it. I saved it to my computer. I was I'm gonna record this because when I look back on this is gonna be something, crazy, right? It's gonna be crazy to push through this. So I've recorded myself. I still have that video on my computer. But that was the turning point. And TikTok didn't come up right away just from the banned Facebook accounts. I did affiliate marketing for a bit. Dude, I even did network marketing. That was terrible. I do not recommend that.
I think most people in e-commerce have probably done some form of network marketing, whether they were aware of it or not. So
yeah, it's terrible. I don't recommend it. But I went through all that, tried a bunch of things. I think I tried high ticket affiliate marketing for a bit, trying to do high ticket courses through organic traffic. I made a few sales, but it was nothing. But then I was all right, there has to be something. And I just, kept going through. I was okay, Facebook is one platform. I can't go on. IG, can't go on. I didn't really have too much success with Snapchat. So I was I don't know. And then my one friend mentioned to me that TikTok was opening up their ad platform. I was whoa, this could be crazy. He said, what I want you to do these next months, years is just hone in on TikTok and really capitalize on the opportunity. Because when we first started, obviously it's a bit more expensive now for US traffic, but when I first got on the platform, the CPCs and CPMs were insane. Yes, it's still a great opportunity, I highly recommend, but they were absurd, absurd.
What were you paying cost per click in the US?
For a complete payment, purchase conversion campaign, we were probably hitting a 5 to 10 cent CPC. When it first opened, there was no competition, zero.
So, and by the way, you're only 22. You're still in college, right?
22. Yeah, finishing up my last year at college. I do not have that college dropout title, but I did take a year off in between freshman year, sophomore year, where I lived in Arizona a bit with some of the Shopify gurus, you may say. They're all over YouTube, right? I lived with a bunch of people. They're like super cool. I learned so many lessons, but not like, we didn't mash up. It didn't end up working out. And then from there, I actually flew and lived in Thailand for around 3 to 4 months, where I worked with other business partners there, an older group of guys, and we ran like a print on demand business. Awesome learning experience, made a decent amount of money doing that. And then, then COVID hit and I had to fly back home. And
so that actually led you to TikTok. Had that not happened, you might still be in Thailand.
No, I wouldn't still be in Thailand even if without TikTok. I would probably be here, but I don't know, dude. To be honest, like I said, it literally changed my life. Like I went from like, 1 year making like okay money with Facebook. Like it wasn't like too crazy. It wasn't like before in the IG, when Facebook first started IG, it was like the same thing on TikTok. But like, TikTok just opened it up, man. Like it's like, that's all I do now, right? Like I run TikTok ads for clients and myself. I don't outsource anything yet, right? It's all just internal in the ads manager. And, I've been learning so much. I try to like on my channel, just give everything out, for free.
Channel. I'll try to get our editor to like make it pop on the screen and do the stuff that I don't know how to do. What is the channel? Like, what's the handle, or should they just search Team Murph? You should pop
my channel is just Team Murph. Yeah, Team Murph. So I just type in like Team Murph TikTok and it'll come up.
Yeah. So why should people consider TikTok today? What are like some of the biggest reasons?
Yeah, so a few big reasons, like straight off the bat that come to my head, is why they should, choose TikTok over Facebook is, TikTok is so native, right? I'm sure you've scrolled through it, you've been on it. You can even just look at the people around you. I mean, like, because, I'm still in school, just look at like the environment, look at people are constantly scrolling on TikTok. I could walk around campus. I guarantee you I could find someone scrolling on TikTok. It's like an addiction at this point, right? I mean, people even watching the interview probably use TikTok, because I know I hop on TikTok, I scroll on, be like, all right, I'll be here for 30 seconds, trying to find trends, to create content with. Next thing I know, I'm 30 minutes in, right? So that's one of the things about TikTok. It's so engaging, and being able to create advertisements for it is so easy. You can just order the product in, whatever you have, and just shoot a TikTok. Back in Facebook, where normally you have to like use Adobe Premiere, Final Cut, some sort of editing process, editing software, and you have to, chop it together, get it all good. With TikTok, you could just shoot it all on your phone. And even if you don't have a product, you can just take someone's ads or some video that you see on TikTok, and you can use that for ads. Like I'm releasing a new video where I literally just, all I did was that. And as beginner, and as lazy as it gets, I wanted to do a test. And I think we did like 0 to 61K in revenue at like 25% profit margins in like 30 days. And that's being lazy. Like that's being super lazy. Because I'm at school and I have a bunch of other stores to do and clients. So I just let that run on autopilot. Like I didn't touch the ads. I just said, okay, we're gonna let this run, see what happens with just 1 or 2 creatives as a test. So
so this actually brings me to one of my questions. What do you think are like the main levers to create results with TikTok? Is it the media buying structure? Is it the type of content you source? Is it obviously a great product is always king, right? Like, what do you think is that I don't know how to say it, but what I'm saying, right? Like, what is that thing that moves a needle, right? To get a good result or a great result with a product.
Yeah. So probably the biggest thing that I would say that like makes, like the huge difference between someone winning and losing using TikTok is pretty much like, it has to be kind of like the products that I've worked with in the past that worked for me, around $20 to $50 usually does best. But a lot of people, they don't understand the back end and profit margins correctly. So if you sell, like, it doesn't matter how much sales you make, right? If you're not profitable, it doesn't matter. So a lot of people, that I noticed, they will sell a $19 product, right? But they'll buy it for $10 and they won't have any upsells. So there's no margin there. There's nothing there. I don't care if you make 1,000 sales, 1,000,000, you're probably not going to make money. So I think that's a big thing that will move the needle perfectly. Obviously, you can get the winning product, you can get the creatives, but something also that people need to realize is profit margins are key, right? They're super key. And when you first launch a product, in the first $100 to $200, you can know if it's a winner. I'm not joking. You can spend $100, $200, and you will know if it's a winner or not. If not, test a new product and keep diving. But you also have to look at the data. So say if you're getting a ton of add to carts but 0 purchases, obviously something's wrong with your landing page. They're bouncing for a reason, right? There's definitely a reason why they're bouncing. So it may be,
but something's off.
Yeah, exactly. Like their shipping times, or they don't have reviews on their sites, or maybe their checkout just flat out doesn't work. I've seen people spend thousands of dollars and not have their checkout set up. You know what I mean?
What else should people be aware of when it comes to TikTok, especially a lot of people that have had maybe good or bad results with Facebook? What should they be prepared for?
I would say if someone's transferring over or trying to transition into Facebook, I have a lot of clients who are on Facebook and they want to come to TikTok and take over because they see the opportunity like everybody else is. I would say a lot of times it's the creative. They'd a lot of clients coming over from Facebook to TikTok do not understand the creative process, so they don't understand how native it is and how to shoot them. They'll bring over their 1080s by 1080s, the 1x1s, and try to. You can't do that.
So I get
it. Yeah, exactly, John. Exactly. So you can't do that, and they don't understand the creative sense of it. You have to research trends too. Trends do the best. If you can mix a trend and sounds with these ads that you're creating, that will move the needle, drastically. Because when people are scrolling, they recognize that. They feel similar to that ad. They understand it, right? So that'll hook them. The first 3 seconds of that sound or trend will hook them.
So give me the bullets, without giving away, obviously, your whole strategy. He's got a really in-depth course. Like I said, I went through it. I absolutely loved it. That's why I hit him up and I wanted this interview after we had our first call. So without giving away too much, give the bullets of the process, assuming you have a store built, maybe a general store or one product, you want to plug a product in, and then you want to make sure the creative aligns, right? And you're pretty confident in this. Maybe you have experience, you kind of know good products. What would be the step-by-step strategy in bullet points from A to Z, from research to launch?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So from a research standpoint of it, you want to make sure you're constantly on, the platform, scrolling through, liking the videos, and really interacting with the platform. That's going to be key. A lot of people think there's a crazy magic formula to finding winning products. Honestly, it's just training your eye to be able to recognize what may work and what will not work. Obviously, if testing is going to be the real answer to what you're looking for, because you'll know if you spend money, if it doesn't work, you'll go on to the next one. But really engaging on the platform. So say if you see an ad pops up on your phone, like it, but then also go through the landing page, go through the whole checkout sequence, add it to cart and check out, and then bounce on the checkout. Also save the ad. So have your own library of ads in your likes. Make sure that's important. Now that TikTok sees that you went through the checkout process on ads, it'll start showing you more ads relative to what you're interested in. So that's very important. And then once you figure out, you have a list of ads that you may want to run, really break down, go with your gut, what you think is going to work and what's not going to work, especially profit margins. Look at how much you could get it for, and then how much you could sell it for. Also, how much the competitor is selling it for. That's important, right? Sometimes you want to undercut them, sometimes you want to overcut them. But is there also opportunity? Is there opportunity in you coming in and filming maybe a better ad, building a better landing page, all those things, right? So if there's opportunity that you see, that could be a check off, on the list as well. I have a checklist here somewhere, but it's not in front of me. about like which products do well and which don't do well, but these are like the main structures I look for when, you know, finding a product. And then when you're launching it, theoretically, you know, you want to test with a low budget, especially if you plan to test a bunch of products. It's important, right? To know that your budget is, you have to protect your budget. A lot of people don't protect their budget. So if you spend 100, 200 bucks, like, you should know. Don't try to drag the product on. Be like, oh, it's gonna be a winner. I swear it's gonna be a winner, right? Everyone's like, oh, I swear it's gonna win. Like, if it doesn't work in the first couple $100 spent, it just is what it is. But normally when I like to test, I'll test it like super broad. One ad group, super broad, US normally. I'll scale with like big 4 countries, so UK, Canada, US, Australia. I'll scale with those, but when I test, I go US, and I have one creative per ad group with some basic ad copy, either like native, like these product name are crazy, right? Or, you know, these phones are crazy, like something like that, more native, but then also like a 50 or more sales, like 50% off shop today. So ad copy isn't crazy important. The thing that is creative. It's going to be the driver, but normally I'll just have one ad group for each creative. Low budget testing, probably $20 to $40 ad group level, lowest cost fitting mainly. And then you can duplicate that ad group or ad groups. Say if you have 2 or 3 creatives, you can duplicate that and try an interest or 2 just to see if it could kick off. But if you go through that, you launch for the first couple of days and you don't see any results, definitely go for a new product. Or if you got add to cart, check your landing page. Like, so there's something wrong with your landing page, you know? So that's what I would say. From research to launch, that's almost every time how I do it.
What are you looking for? Obviously, the KPIs, the click-through rate, the CPC, the add to card, cost per purchase or completed payment, as they call it in TikTok. What, obviously, it's going to vary by the product price, how hot the product is, a number of factors. But what are the general positives, aside from purchases? That's always the ultimate sign. What are those top of funnel metrics, your CPC, CTR, like CPM? What do you consistently find the ranges to be signs of a winner? Because a lot of times in creative testing, especially if we're selling something a little more expensive, maybe in that $50 range, you may not see purchases for 2-3 days sometimes, especially low budgets. So just to kind of give people more confidence in starting out, what would you say they should be looking for in those initial metrics?
Yeah, initially, I would say above like a 1.5 CTR is, you know, casually nice on the platform. You want to shoot for higher. I mean, if you're hitting 4 to 5%, you're crushing it. I've seen that only with a few ads I've run.
Yeah.
But a CPC too, nowadays, like, if you can hit between the 15 to 25 cent range is like what I primarily see. I used to run some Spark ads. I was getting like 5 cent CPCs, but that was a bit ago. And I've overall, these are just basic metrics, like pre-layer metrics. Obviously, the most important is purchase, but those were like the ones I would see. CPMs too, from right now, probably seeing between $5 to $8. If you can hit the 3 to 4 range, which you can on certain countries and certain ad groups, that's what you should shoot for.
Have you gone to other countries, like other European markets, like with translated stores, anything like that?
Translated stores, no, but like just UK and Canada with a, what do you call that, currency converter on your site still works okay.
Yeah, there you go, guys. So if you want the untapped, maybe less competitive markets, aside from Team Earth taking them all. There you go. What other tips do you have for people that are interested, like maybe around sourcing content, or let's just assume they have success or have had success with Facebook, so they kind of know what a winner could be. Obviously, it's going to be different with a different platform. What other tips do you have for them as they come over? A lot of people are going to come over, man.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's good to have, you know, people come over and, you know, grow the audience. But what I would recommend is, say you find a winning product, or even if you have a brand, right? You have a brand on Facebook. A lot of people have brands and they want to come over. What you need is a creative team. And by creative team, I'm not talking like 40 people, 20 people, 10 people, all these people to shoot ads for you. figure out somebody in your organization or somebody that you could add to your organization. And by add to, I mean, hopefully they're an influencer, like a low budget influencer, or someone that like, they don't need millions of followers, but they just know how to use the platform. So that's what I did on a bunch of my ads. I got like one girl, gave her the products, a bunch of SKUs, and had her pretty much be the content creator for that brand. Then we ran those not ads yet. We posted those organically on TikTok. And the one video we created hit like 8 million views, like 8 million, right? So you know how much that costs a lot of money in paid traffic. We all know that. Organic, right? And we just put the link in our bio, and that's the month, like from that store, that's how we hit like those 100K like net profit months. Not like revenue, right? Like strictly net profit.
Or you for that type of promo, she's doing the content creation organically, and then you take that as your ad. Or are you, because I know you could do it where you run traffic to their page, to their to cold audience, but obviously no one sees it. Can you do that as well with TikTok?
Yeah, so we didn't have it posted on her TikTok. We just made like a brand TikTok for our page for our brand, right? And we just keep posting those, and usually the ones that go more viral or get more views, we'll bring that over to the ads manager, or we'll use something called, it used to be called Spark Ads. It used to be called that. Now it's called just the existing post, similar to Facebook, where you can use literally the existing TikTok from your organic brand page, and you can run it direct to there. Now they can, from that, say if someone sees that ad on their For You page, they can click your profile and it will go to your profile, and they can view it there, or they can follow you. So that helps you get followers as well. But then there'll be a CTA or call to action button that will pop up too, and that will bring them to the site. Normally you see lower cost per click and CPMs from the viral videos that you share because all the engagement. So engagement will really push down your metrics for sure.
What other last tips would you have for people starting out new or making the transition?
Yeah, I would say definitely be patient. Like, obviously we're talking about the opportunity. It's a great opportunity, right? But be patient and like work with the platform, understand it. Like, what are users doing? You really have to put yourself right in the shoes of the customer, because it is a different customer. And what I mean by that is not from an age standpoint. Yes, there are more younger users, but older users are transitioning to the platform as well. But just like understand that there's so many TikToks that people scroll through that you have to get their attention like it's like any platform, like the first 3 seconds. But I feel TikTok, it's really like people are like squirrels. Like, I just feel like people just don't know how to pay attention, right? I mean, I see that. If you don't like the video, scroll, right? If you don't like the video, scroll. But just going through native, like just make it as native as possible. Learn the systems, learn everything that the platform has to offer, go through their guides. You can check out my channel, I have a ton of videos on that.
You guys already have a lot of content, guys. So start there. If you're not ready to make the investment with this course and everything, just start with his videos. You're going to love it. You're going to definitely get something from it. And if you want his help, obviously he's there to help you. So last few questions. What's your goal with TikTok in like the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, so in the next 6 to 12 months, I mean, I really want to, so like I said, I do a lot of client work, scale their ads. I really want to, metrically speaking, like obviously we all want to crush it, but I want to hit, my goal is to hit, for one store I'm working on, I want to hit 2 million in revenue just off TikTok. But obviously we're going to combine Facebook on that, but TikTok's going to be the heavy driver, and really hone in more on organic. So paid is nice, right? Paid is huge, but really honing in on that creative team I was talking about earlier and kind of building it out. So we have that one influencer, and she brings on other influencers, and we kind of build out that team and look at it more as like a long-term thing, because there's a lot of quick cash grabs, right, in TikTok and just building ads. But you have to know before you start, is this going to be a quick thing? So like, say you find a drop shipping product and maybe you could scale it for a month. Some products are just like that, right? Some products you can scale quickly, and some products take a bit longer that you can see long-term visions for. And that's what I recommend too, like knowing what your vision is before starting. I know this was like a question where like we jumped around on my vision to what their vision should be. But
last two questions. First, what do your football buddies think about what you're doing?
yeah, man, everyone, yeah, dude, it's crazy. They had no clue. Like people think I'm doing like a pyramid scheme. No joke. Like they literally wrote on the whiteboard like pyramid Murph. Like legit, people just don't get it.
Wait until you graduate and they have to go take these jobs they hate, and you're just doing what you're doing without school.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, yeah, I don't mind. Like, if you love a job, like that's amazing. Like, and you get paid, amazing, right? But I just feel for the people who want to make money online, like a lot of the viewers watching this, or people that have a job and they want to quit it, but obviously they can't yet, right? And they want to start this hustle. So I think that's huge. But yeah, no, dude, I'm blessed. Like I have the goal of I wanted to graduate with $1 million net profit. So yeah, it's likely that it will happen. So I'm excited.
It could absolutely happen, especially with your track and TikTok and the scalability, man.
I mean, it only take probably like this Q4. I mean, like I said, like we're most likely gonna hit it, especially with Q4 coming up. We have all our stores set, ready to go. But yeah, no, dude, I'm excited. I'm sure you are too.
Yeah, man. Well, last thing, where can they find you? How can they learn more about you? And just kind of give them like the bullet points on your program and how it can help them.
For sure. No, for sure. They can find me. I'm on Instagram at tmurphofficial. They can find me on there. I don't know if you can pop it up somewhere. And then also on YouTube, just tmurph, or if you type in like tmurph TikTok ads, I'll be on there in the search function. And some takeaways right from this call, I would say, is understand the platform, get native with it, start scrolling through, understand that you have to be patient because you have to understand the platform, especially if you're coming over from Facebook. There's a huge opportunity. Why? There's still a boatload of people coming over to the platform. And if I'm not mistaken, TikTok actually just passed YouTube in average watch time in the United States and United Kingdom, which is insane. So you know where to go, where the trend's coming for, where people are trying to hop on. So why can't this be you, right? Why can't this be you? But play the platform, test it. As far as like what I teach and what TikTok Mastery, my course, teaches is it's pretty much an A to Z layout from building your store to launching TikTok ads to scaling TikTok ads. We have like a giant curriculum and spreadsheets of like the little nitty gritty details that people don't talk about on YouTube. Like I said, when I first hopped on this, there was nothing, and now people like the things that people put on YouTube, right? It's like there's good details, but to really get it, like I buy courses, right? Everybody buys courses because I want to get better. I buy courses, I buy mentorships too, to learn from other people. And that's one thing that I would say is like never be afraid to invest in yourself, because I mean I've done it, John does it, the best guys do it, right? So I would say like if you want to be successful, or push that learning curve, in a shorter time frame, definitely reach out to someone that you can trust and is actually in the process digging, right? I'm still running stores, right? I'm still running TikTok ads. John still runs Facebook ads. It's the same thing, we don't just sell a course to sell a course. We don't do training just to do training. It's just a side thing to help you guys out.
That's one of the biggest reasons why I decided to bring him on and endorse him, put my name behind his, is because I know he actually walks the talk with this too, and he's current with it. Like he's invested and incentivized to keep bringing value and what is working today, and that's the reason why I would do it. I mean, obviously I signed up already, but yeah. So I just wanted to share that as a last piece, and thank you for coming on, man. So I appreciate it, dude. Appreciate your time. I hope all of our viewers got a lot from this. Maybe this is that one video that motivates them to go and commit to doing it. So appreciate you, man, and I look forward to having you on again.
Yeah, you never know, John. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for your time.
No worries, brother.